Hi, my name's Alan. My current position is the Early Careers Officer at the London Borough of Hillingdon, which is based in West London. So my role, in simple terms, it is basically looking after people in the sort of 16 to 24-year-old category, in terms of getting them into employment, into our business or other businesses within the area. So it's looking at the career pathways that would come along with that. So we might be looking primarily at apprenticeships. It also entails T-level programs. So we're working with local colleges who will have students coming in working with us for 45 weeks of the year on a one-day release basis. We're also looking at traineeships, work experience. So the best thing is obviously we're developing people of all ages, so that is really good. The strengths and skills useful in this role would be definitely communication skills and being confident to approach all levels of staff, right up to sort of chief exec level, to make them aware of the programs we're doing. The networking is really key. Also being well organised, because it's almost like you're project managing, so every day there's different stuff coming in. At school, I remember doing social economics, French, obviously did maths, English, history, technical drawing. That was quite interesting. I think I wanted to be a civil engineer. That was my thing. I thought, oh yeah, I can do drawing and become a civil engineer. So yeah, I left school at 16 and signed up for a youth training scheme, which is a bit like apprenticeships, I guess. So it was a civil engineering program that I signed up for, but I didn't realise that it was actually working on the railways. So we were in a permanent way gang, working out, shoveling ballast, sleepers, and as I said, trains whizzing past your head. So I did a couple of winters and it was tough, and then I thought, no, I need to go in an office where it's nice and warm. Because I didn't do very well at school, as in terms of exams, I then went back to college and I studied at the local college, which is here in Uxbridge. Did sort of like BTEC, finance, business studies, marketing. So I think they were sort of like HNC type level qualifications and included accountancy. I went to uni and finally graduated in personnel management. And that took me down that sort of direction in terms of my career. I was always very people focused, I guess, from school days, sport and wanting to be around people and networking and socialising. So it seemed a good fit. And that's where most of my career has ended up, really, is around the sort of HR, personnel type roles, whether it's recruitment, employee relations, and that's now led to where I am now in terms of my current role. You do have to put yourself out there. You know, things don't necessarily just come to you, and lots of careers advisors and people you talk to, your parents, etc., they'll probably say get work experience, and that is a massive thing. You know, if you're looking at a candidate who's got work experience, one who hasn't, you're more likely to favour that person who's got the work experience, not necessarily all the time. I would say volunteering is massive. If you can, that often gets your foot in the door. Try things out. I would say do something that you enjoy, you're passionate about. Maybe it is a hobby, but sometimes there's a bit of a crossover between the two, but something that's going to make you want to get up in the morning, go to work and do something you enjoy. Don't just go to work because it's paying the bills. I would never stay in a job that I don't enjoy.